I think the animated film brought this brand new idea of the Disney princess to view, which was such a new concept for film at the time. It was also a massive feat to be accomplished, of a feature-length film that people wanted to bring their kids to, and that excuse to actually bring your kids to a feature-length film was a really amazing thing that they were able to accomplish in 1937. But also just the values of Snow White, the kindness, her beauty, the way she treats wildlife and all of the people that she meets, and you know, having someone to root for and someone to root against. It's a timeless concept, and I think that's why it continues to mean so much to people. I'm such a huge Marc Webb fan. The Only Living Boy in New York, 500 Days of Summer, his Amazing Spider-Man movies. I really have such a love and appreciation for him. And over the course of these couple years making this film, it was very clear that this was kind of a love letter to his children. He has a young daughter and a young son, and I could just tell that every frame was made with such a deep love for who his daughter will grow up to be, and why he found this story so important to tell. I could just see every day how much care he brought to this character, and I remember in art chemistry read thinking he had brought such a lovable cynicism to this character that not a lot of people, I think, thought to bring in those chemistry reads. So I knew the moment I met him that he got it, and I'm really happy that he did. We have such a fun time working together, and I hope people fall in love with the love story because it's so important. Music is such an escape, but it's also such a wonderful way to explain yourself and express yourself in a way that not a lot of people are able to do. And so when we see movies like Wicked, when we see movies like, you know, with Once, with The Little Mermaid, with our own film, with Snow White, like you just hope that what you're singing is hitting home for somebody, and that one day when the emotions are just too great to speak, they can sing it, and they can feel seen and heard. These are iconic songs. Everybody knows them. Everybody knows them. Like Hi-Ho has been used in commercials. It has been used for so much marketing and so many different things. Whistle While You Work is an iconic song. And to then have to, you know, revamp it, but also build around it to make an entire catalog of new music for the modern ear is really, really difficult. And I can't think of two better people for the job. You know, they're obviously extremely talented individuals. Musicals like Dogfight, Dear Evan Hansen, but then also their work in film with Greatest Showman and La La Land. To then have them come to this set and bring you music that they've written for your voice is such an honor. The first time I heard Waiting on a Wish was when I was preparing for my screen test for the film. I was working on a movie in Atlanta, and my closet was soundproof in my building, and so I called my vocal coach, Joan Lader, and I said, I need to swear you to secrecy. Like, you can't say that you heard any of this, but this is Pasek and Paul's new song for the new Snow White, and I have my screen test in LA, and I really want to get it, so please help me. And we worked on it, and I just remember thinking, what an incredible thing that young girls will get to hear this. Young people in general, but she does talk about being the girl she's meant to be.